Hello, I'm Brigantia Blackbird of Blackbird's Brew. Happy Monday. We're back at the Celtic Triads. These were, of course, compiled by John F. Wright in 1995. So let's go on with this week's triad. It reads, three sweet things in the world: power, prosperity, and error in action. We will begin with power. Power does have an admittedly intoxicating quality. Now, while oftentimes we will talk extensively about the corrosive nature of power, in the context of this triad, clearly we are looking at the upsides of it. Power, when you boil down everything else around it, is essentially possessing the energy to act. Depending on the nature of our actions, power can be used for good or ill, but regardless, it is confidence building. To know that you can do something on your own with the resources and wherewithal at your own disposal, that's not a small thing. That's why the dream of independence, why it tends to kind of change people's characters. It gives them a little extra oomph. It's because they have come into their own power. Now, practitioners of the craft are familiar with this surge of energy that we experience during rituals and spell work. It can be incredibly invigorating to just allow it to flow through us, and then we know what we are going to about to do, that it is going to work, and we will have an effect upon the world. So it is kind of a wonderful feeling. Now, prosperity. I'm pretty sure we'd all rather be rich than poor, and certainly most of us do enjoy the comforts that we do possess in life. And of course, the harder we work to achieve our prosperity, the more we tend to enjoy the rewards that follow. No one's life is free of struggle, and goodness knows that the degrees of struggling that people experience is not exactly evenly distributed. All we really have to measure adversity with is what we've experienced for ourselves. We can try to understand what others go through, but that understanding only takes us so far. Some things just can't be comprehended without firsthand experience. And this is what makes the good times in life so restorative. The more we went through and overcame, the greater the sense of victory we have when it's finally over and we have something good to show for it. Now, the error in action. This one did initially puzzle me just a little bit. Most of us don't enjoy being wrong. However, once I thought about it for a few minutes, it occurred to me that perhaps this is errors that other people are making. And then that's when I realized most of us are not really above enjoying it when an opponent makes a mistake that allows us to win. When our enemies make mistakes, it does open up possibilities that were previously closed to us, and this can be a wonderful thing if we take advantage of it. And this mindset is actually one of those occasions that highlight the difference between pagan philosophy and Christian ideals. The Christian emphasis on mercy, even on one's enemies, it can prevent people from successfully dealing with those they are at odds with, because they're always, oh, but they could change. Oh, maybe they're really good underneath. Oh, maybe I don't want to necessarily take advantage of them. And then they wonder why they lose so often. It's because of their own philosophy. It is actively hampering them. And I'm not saying that there's never room for mercy, or that there's never room to, that there isn't a stopping point when you are dealing with someone who is diametrically opposed to you. But I am saying is that it's not our responsibility to attend to the well-being of people who are working against our interests, particularly when those people are not concerned with our well-being in the slightest. It is more of a Christian idea to care and care and care, to really lead with the heart in this regard, and to try to do so much good in the world that people are inspired by that good example. Really, I think that tends to set up very abusive dynamics, so that's something for us to keep in mind, just in case the idea of taking some pleasure and enjoying enemies making mistakes and then being able to capitalize on those mistakes. If that seems harsh to anyone, I would just invite you to contemplate the alternative and think about that, because there is nuance to be had in this regard. So, speaking of nuance, I would love to hear your thoughts about this particular triad. You can come see me at Blackbird's Brew on Discord. There's a link to join in the description box below, or you can share your thoughts with me in the comments on this channel. Please like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.